Today, you gotta guess y'all. Y'all came out yesterday when we had. Who came out yesterday? No, what kind of worker came out yesterday? What did you do? Electrician, good job. So what do electricians do? Quiet. Electricians, what do they do? Huh? Okay. Now, today, guess who we have? The lady. Stop. Today we have a mason out. You know what a mason does? Huh? Anybody know what a mason does? Y'all see those guys that's outside building the school up front? Yeah. That's it, right there, okay? Now remember we went over brick positioning? You don't remember that? Alright, so listen. What is this right here? Soldier, good job. What is this? Stretcher, good job. Let me try to trick y'all. What is this? Good job. Better than my 8th grade. Okay, what's this? Huh? Robot. What's this? Header. Okay. Alright, right now, this is a good friend of mine, Mike the Mason. Give me your undivided attention. Here you go.
Hello, everyone. So, what I do basically, as a mason, I build with stone and brick. You know, this is an example of stone. We build big churches, we build schools, we build anything you can imagine. Every one of you guys probably live in a brick house or a stone house, right? Everybody lives in a brick or stone house? What do you live in? Brick house? How about you? Brick house? Brick house? Anybody live in a stone house? No? Do you live in a stone house? Yeah? Awesome. So we build stone houses, brick houses, churches, schools, anything you can think of. Anything you're inside of, we probably build. Alright? I work for the Bricklayers Union, which is an organization that trains young men and women to learn how to build with stone and brick. Alright? We use tools like this one. We use tools like this. We use tools like this. And all these tools have a specific job. And these tools have been used for hundreds of years. Alright? And if anybody, is anybody from South America here? Anybody? Okay? South America? In South America, hundreds of years ago, they were building temples and modern temples with the same tools that we have now. Alright? They built structures in Africa that were they built pyramids in Africa.
Oh my God.
They built stone buildings in England and Europe. They built the Native Americans. They used mud and adobe to build houses in the early Americas. So this is a trade that's been around for a very, 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 very long time. All right. So, I'll show you two examples of this tool. This tool right here is an old tool. This is used to pick up a brick. I pick up brick and I'll put it down to a guy that's going to set it in the wall and build it. So this will cut the brick right here. This makes sure that the brick is straight, level. Because if you're building out of level, it'll fall down. So, this right here, one of the things that I do is I work on buildings that are really, really, really high up in the sky. Alright? So we have to have safety precautions, and I wear a harness. I wear this attached to my harness, attached to a long safety lace, a rope that comes down. So if I were to fall, the safety, the rope would catch me and keep me from falling to the ground, alright? So sometimes I'm working 20 stories up in the air, and it's really, really high, and I gotta make sure I don't drop things that people are walking below me, right? So, not only in my trade do you build with your hands, there's also people that are good with numbers. Some of you are good with numbers in here, right? Some of you like math? You like math? All of you like math? Okay. So say you don't like working with your hands. You don't want to build with your hands. And you like math. You could be the person that's my boss. And what my boss would do was they figure out calculations and have math problems. And they try to figure out how much I can lay and how much I can do at a time. And they're what you call project manager. If you're good with numbers and you don't want to use your hands and you don't want to be physical, you could be a project manager. Or you could be a foreman, or you could be the boss, you could own your own company. Anything you can do. There's so much different stuff in the trade. Some of you guys like video games. Video games? Most see it. So, nowadays we have virtual reality. You know what virtual reality is? Where you put the helmet on and you walk around. They use virtual reality to show you a design, and you use the helmet, and it will teach you where to put that brick and make a decorative design, really fancy design. They use drones, which are it's basically a remote controlled drone, which is like a little helicopter that goes up and has a camera, and you can use your controller, and your controller will control the drone, and you can get up really high, and you can see if there's a brick all the way up to the top of the building that's broken and needs to be fixed. Your drone will see that. So it's not just being hands-on. There's stuff that involves technology, computers, mathematics, leadership, all types of stuff. There's all types of stuff you can do in this trade. You know, I've been doing it since I was a kid. Well, not a kid. I was a teenager. I started building with stone, and then I eventually moved to making bridges, and then now I work on the side of big skyscrapers and tall buildings. This video is older. It's a guy that back in the day they used to have different processes of doing things. And this guy is going to be climbing the side of the building like I do every day.